Another way to do this same type of problem would be to remember that when we divide by a fraction, we invert that fraction and multiply, right? This is the same as saying multiply that by the reciprocal of that divisor. So here's what I'm going to do. Notice what I have here. I'm dividing this top thing by a fraction. I'm ignoring this 9.5% for now. This top thing divided by a fraction means I can flip that fraction over and multiply. In other words, I can put the 360 on top. And now what I have is 1948, 360 on top, and I have 9.5%, 90 on the bottom. Now, here's what we have to do. Whenever you punch in things that are in a fraction form, you always have to multiply what's on top and divide by what's on the bottom. So let me give you a couple of ways to punch this in, and we should always get the same answer, which is, what was it, 82021? Principal is 82021. All right, let's try it this way. Top, 1948, punch that in. Divided by bottom, 9.5%, times top, 360, divided by bottom, 90, equals. That should be this number. Top divided by bottom times top divided by bottom. Now let's try it another way. Top, 1948, times top, 360, divided by bottom, 9.5%, divided by bottom, 90, equals. That should be the same thing. See, the problem is if you punch it in the way you read it, you'll get it wrong. Because when we read it, we say, that's A times B divided by C times D. But there's an understood parentheses around this, but we don't say it. So if you punch it in that way, you got to do A times B divided by C divided by D. Divide by what's on the bottom, multiply by what's on the top. Okay, so that's a different method of doing it. Whenever you've got a 360 or a 12 down here, you can just flip it up on top, and then you don't have to mess with the memory. You don't have to do the denominator first. Totally up to you. Let's try another one. Let's say that we are given three things. Let's say we're given the principal and the interest rate. So let's say we say Tim borrowed $820.21 from the bank at 9.5%, and he paid $19.48 interest. Now, the question should say, how much time does Tim have to repay the loan? I'm looking at page 270, the last example there. I skipped one, but we'll just do this one and then go back. Well, if we want to find time, we cover up T. Time is equal to what? Interest divided by what? Principal times rate. So they gave us the interest, 1948. They gave us the principal, 820.21. They gave us the rate, 9.5%. Now you can do it the denominator way first. This is how the book does it. They say find that denominator and then take 1948 and divide it by that thing. You can do it that way, or you can punch in top divided by bottom equals. So try it either way and let's see what we get. Should be this.